We're here today talking with Sharon Harrington, the CEO, the creator of Immediate. So nice to talk with you today, Sharon.
Thank you. Great to be here.
And I know that you have created your business out of something you did professionally. I think a lot of people watching have an idea that they want to do something similar to what it is they're doing now, but just do it on their own.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk with you about how you made that decision and some of the things you did in the beginning to make it a business that is now thriving.
Well, part of it is my passion. I spent many years working in organizations coming in after the conflict, after the blow up, where I'd come in and investigate complaints, employee complaints that primarily stemmed from charges of discrimination. And I'd come in, the communication was down, they'd only communicate through email, all of those things. I would often say to myself, with just a few skills, I believe we wouldn't be here. And, you know, particularly when you're investigating a complaint or mediating and someone says, and they didn't even say they were sorry, and they knew they were wrong. And I said, you know, and after they say that a few times, you're saying, are you saying if you had communicated and someone had said they're sorry, we wouldn't be here? And it kind of takes them aback just to answer that, and they go, well, maybe not. And so I'm thinking, you know, these are skills we can learn. We can learn how to navigate through this.
So you actually had a good chunk of your professional career as a W-2, as doing work with companies from using your own time, but doing the job for somebody else, and then decided to make that leap onto your own.
Absolutely.
So when you would reach out to get clients in the early years, you had to face those objections, the ones that you talked about.
Absolutely.
How did you do that? How did you help them see that they needed something preventive, preemptive?
You know, I must admit, it took several efforts and different approaches. You know, you try something and you go, okay, well, that one didn't work, so let me try this one. But I think the thing that would really get their attention is when I would talk about compliance. And unfortunately, I say that because when you talk compliance, that's really what gets the business person's attention. It's kind of like, I just want to stay out of trouble. And I don't want EEOC knocking on my door. And so I would kind of start there and then say, but let's talk about being preventive. When you bring me in before there's a problem, one, you build the confidence in the employee, and they begin to believe in you. They begin to trust in you. It's one thing to say, oh, we have an open door policy and you can come in and talk about anything. But it's another thing for the employee to believe you. And so when you bring someone in ahead of time and say, we want to make sure we have a workplace that employees feel respected, that they feel appreciated, and that we're going to take a proactive approach to make sure that we are doing the things to make that happen, they appreciate it. And then if something does happen, you've got a team of employees that's on your side, because what they'll say is, I know that's not the way we operate here.
So as far as the growth of your company over the last 4 years or so, because you're coming up on your 4-year anniversary,
Yes.
what avenues have worked the best for you in getting people to hear what you have to say and understand that what you're offering is something they need for their companies?
One of the things I would say is I've done a lot of public speaking, and when I go in and talk to people, it seems to resonate with what's really going on. I'm able to be candid. I'm able to be able to say the things that some people really don't want to talk about. Who wants to talk about conflict? I mean, really.
And you face it head on.
Yeah, and so what I've learned over the years is to do just that. You have to be willing to do that. And after the presentations, oftentimes people will come up to me and they'll say, we need you at our place. We need you at our work. In fact, one of my major clients came from someone attending a workshop or a luncheon that I presented at the Hampton Roads Shurham location here. And I talked about managing bad behavior in the workplace and what it will cost you if you don't. And after it was over, someone came up to me and she said, we need you, we need you. And I said, great. I said, just give me a call. But I did get the call, but what happened is I didn't get the call till after there was a blow up. But that's oftentimes when people contact me. They'll see me, they'll get my card, and then when something happens, oh, where's that card? Where's that card, you know? So over the years, I've been saying that over and over, and I think people have began to say there may be something to it, and not to mention our current climate, I've been getting an increase in calls.
I bet. Sharon, thank you so much.
Thank you.